गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय ओम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। राइट। ओके। ओके, so we will start today and right. फिर हमारे उपस्थित श्री श्री राधा गोविंद, श्री श्री राधा गोविंद की जय। Okay, so we have done till ninth chapter, the most confidential knowledge, revealing about the devotion service, the importance of devotion service, the glories of devotion service, the glories of Krishna. And in that, we had discussed about the five sections. In the first was the qualification, disqualification, one who does not envies Krishna and who is a friend to Krishna. Who he hears about Tashranu, he hears about the Krishna, right? So qualifications are like that. 9.4 to 10, we discussed about the second part in which we am I audible, right? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So in this non-worship and worshippers, and so Krishna reveals that those who worship the demigods, they go to demigods. Those who worship the ancestors, they go to ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits, and they live among them. And those who worship me, he says, they live with me, right? So he clarified that. Then we learn in the third. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, it was just it got unstable. More stable network. Anina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Can you make me the host? By default, it has made you the host. Just click on my name and right click and you will. Thank you. Haribol Mataji. Okay. The live stream is continuing. right? So we talked about that he says patram pushpam phalam toyam yoma prayachati ashna tat aham bhakti upartam ashnami prayatatmana, right? So one who offers with the love and devotion, fruit, a flower, a leaf, and water, right? He accepted. So the main thing, one has to offer is the love and devotion. With love and devotion, he does not asking for anything. Meat eating is not encouraging, but because he is in want of nothing, just the whatever one can offer with love and devotion. So love and devotion, it is necessary, right? So, because he also says in the previous chapters that one who is not offering, and he is just verily eating sin only, right? We're not offering even to the demigods, that is also verily eating. Because if the demigods even have supplies, even if indirectly worshipping someone, then he at least he is indirectly worshipping. At least he can offer to but one needs to offer it to the roots, right? The water should be given to the roots, right? So worship is for the bhajanti is for Krishna only, right? Then we learned from 9.26, 9.2434 that how he is in the glories of directly worshiping the devotion service, the glories of the devotion service towards Krishna, right? The yad karoshi, yad ashnashi, yad juhoshi, dadashi, yad tapasya tu kaunteya, tat karusha madarpanam. So he says, whatever you do, whatever you offer, whatever you do austerities, right? Whatever charity you give away, do that as an offering to him, right? So whatever we are doing, one must do as an offering to him, right? So he is, he encourages that, right? He also said that samoham sarvo, he is not partial to anyone, but has a soft corner for his devotees, right? He takes special care for his devotee. He mentions in the samoham sarvo bhuteshu nama dushastin priya, right? He says that I am not equal to all, I am not partial to anyone, I envy no one. ये भजन्ति tu मां bhaktya. He says that he भजन्ति tu मां bhaktya, right? Maititeshu chapyam, right? Whoever worships him, he basically he is a special, he is a friend in me, and he says I am a friend to him. So if you are if you are treating him as a friend, then he is also a friend to you. So one must remember that he is the true friend. So Sohedam sarvabhutanam, he is the true friend, right? And in the 9.34 shloka, the most important shloka ultimately, he says that who should be worshipped. So anyone remember that what four things we discussed in the previous class? What four things he said about in the 9.34 shloka? Finally, he said it is repeated again in the 18th chapter also. So what is the four things he asked basically? He must do in devotion service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Is it Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam?
No, Mataji, no, Mataji. At the last shloka, Mataji. You see, man mana bhava mad bhakto, regarding that. What he is saying, the four things he is saying. If you remember the shloka is good. If not, also then also that just what he is saying at the end, what he said. We asked you to we basically are meditating on the Sham Sundar form, but he says that what one has to do. He is giving the instructions in the end, the ninth chapter, and do this. Then you will come to me. Surely you will come to me. Says that. Worship me. Haribol Matari. Sadhana Matari. Worship me. Yes, Matari. That's one. What else? What we are discussing one in this whole till nine chapter. Pay obeisance to me. Haribol Matari. Worship me. Pay obeisance to me. Yes, Matari. Two more Matari. Hmm. All are related at the subtle level. Hmm. Worshipping and obeisance can be said at the gross level, but two things are at the subtle level. Keep me. Always think of me as mind, right? Yes, keep in mind and completely absorb them. The man mana bhava madbhakto madhyagi imam namaskuru. These two parts, these two lines of shloka is repeated in again in 18th chapter. So again, he always says that, keep me in mind. Always engage your mind always in me, on thinking of me, right? Madhyagi imam namaskuru. Or pay off a obeisance to me. Mam ivasheshe yuktaivam. And worship me, being completely absorbed in me, right? Always completely absorbed in me. Atmanam mat parayana is absorbed in me, surely you will come to me, right? So this is the important shloka, right? This is the important shloka for a devotional service, Manusna. So this is the glories of the glories of the devotional service, right? Okay, so we will proceed in the 10th chapter, right? So these are, it has the, where video is going off again. So it has basically, till now we have discussed about the karma yoga section from first to sixth part in and yoga mishra bhakti, because he doesn't want any contamination, he want only he want only completely absorbed always engaged his mind in it. So he is now will be telling that how to think of him, right? Because if you know more about him, then only your mind will be engaged, right? So in order to know that, you must know his opulences, right? Before he shows the Virat Rupa, Vishwarupa, before that he emphasizes on the opulences, right? Opulences of Krishna. Right, so for that there are three sections: 10.1 to 7, Krishna's position as the origin of everything. He is the origination. So here, the Chatushloki is the 10.8 and 8 to 11, the most important shlokas, right? And from 12 to 42, Arjuna's acceptance and his request. Because the Bhagavatam, if as in does anyone know that who has spoken the first Bhagavatam? Who the first Bhagavatam who has spoken the shlokas of Bhagavatam? Who was the first person who has spoken? Hare Krishna. Does anyone know? Okay. It was basically first spoken by Brahma, and it was only four shloka, the Chatur Shloki. He imparted the Bhagavatam knowledge to Vyasdeva directly with only four shlokas. So only four shlokas are there. From there, everything is originated from them, everything then Sukdev Goswami has told. But before that, Brahma has given only four shlokas, Chatur Shloki, right? So here also in the Bhagavad Gita, the Chatur Shloki is there, 10.8 to 11, right? In the Bhagavatam also, the Lord has only four shloka, right? So in the last section, then we will discuss about Arjuna's acceptance and his request, right? And he accepts that he is the Lord, right? Okay. So Lord Krishna at the end of at the end of the ninth chapter, synopsis of chapter 10. It is like Lord Krishna at the end of ninth chapter advises to fix on mind on him, right? The four things, right? 9.3 Manmana Bhava Madbhakto. Then hence he describes his opulences on which a devotee can fix his mind. Because in the previous chapter he has said, "Is always absorbed in me." Keep your mind at the subtle level. You have to keep always. So you will have to think about him. So you need to think about someone. Then you need to know about him. That what are his opulences, how he looks, how is what are the various energies, right? So till now in the seventh chapter also we discussed knowledge about the absolute, right? Then how to attain we discussed in the eighth chapter. Then the confidential knowledge again, how to we know more about the Krishna, and what happens, what is bhakti, what is devotion service. But in order to execute the devotion service, we need to know that how, what is the process, right? Because there are three things basically, right? There is basically, there is abhideya, there is there is there is you want to know that who is Krishna first, right? Then what is the process, then what is the prayojana, right? What is the goal, right? So what is your the bhakti you have to do, right? One is to bhakti, the process is devotion service, right? Devotion service. And then the prayojana, goal is the Krishna, right? So these are the three things one needs to do, right? So here also he describes his opulences on which devotee can fix his mind and how to remember him when we see opulent, powerful, and beautiful things in creation, right? So in the material world, how you can see him. So how, what is our opulence is, how powerful is the nature, how is beautiful things of creation is there, then you will need to, then you will know that how is Krishna, who is Krishna, right? So conclusion of chapter 9 is that one should become a pure devotee of the Lord by focusing mind on the Lord, right? So he is recommending man mana bhava madhva. He is saying that worship me, right? Worship me, pay obeisances to me, right? And keep your mind in absorbed in me, completely absorbed in me, right? Chapter 10 focus on description of Krishna's opulences, right? By hearing will increase devotion, right? So 1 to 7, Krishna's position as the origin of everything. How is how is located? How is the origin of everything for the demigods and all? The Chaturshloki, and then the Arjuna's acceptance and his request to show opulences. Okay, 1 to 3. So in the first part we have seven verses, and the first to three. Anyone knowing Krishna as the unborn supreme Lord and the source of all sages and demigods is undiluted and free from sin. Right. So knowing Krishna as unborn, Aja, right? Ajanma. Ajanma is, Aja is unborn, supreme, and the source of all sages and demigods is undiluted. The one who knows this only, he is undiluted and free from sin, right? It's free from sin. 4 to 6 as all qualities and attitudes, freedom. One can anyone tell that how he is unborn, but he has taken birth in this world, right? Can anyone tell that first three shlokas, right? How he is unborn? He has taken birth in the, Dwapar Yuga. How he is unborn. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Matari. Yes, Matari. How is unborn?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Matari.
Because he never get old.
But how? But he came to this world, right, Matari? So how is unborn? How he has not taken birth?
Because he didn't take. I don't know Prabhuji. Sorry.
Sorry, Matari.
I don't know Prabhuji.
Please try, Matari, that how, how he is unborn. What do we say about the Lord? That how is he appeared or he is born?
He appeared.
Appeared, right? The word is appeared, Matari, appearance and disappearance. So the thing is, not the material born, birth has not taken place for Krishna. First, he came to the Devki's heart, and then Vasudev's heart, and then he appeared in front of them, right? In the four-handed form. So like that, he appeared. He is not born, right? Like the materialistic, we are born, right? To that. He is born, he has appeared actually. So since he has appeared, so he is the supreme will. By the Yog Maya, he has come, he has appeared here, and when he has not taken birth, right? By the normal process. That is Krishna. That's why he is called as unborn and the source of all sages and demigods. Like we are not, talking about things, that are, this is actual things. This is history, right? This is Krishna, right? He has appeared. So it is, it's not like that he has taken birth like that. No. Right. So 4 to 6 will with all qualities and attitudes, right? Freedom from illusion, right? And self-control and infamy, right? Are created by Krishna. Everything's, whatever things you see around, created by Krishna. Even the progenitors of the universe are born from his mind, right? And the seventh part, those who know Krishna's glories engage in his service, right? One who knows this, definitely he is the true friend. He is, everything. He is the origin of everything. One who knows that yes, he is everything. Yes, everything is coming from him. Then what else should be worshipped? Nothing more than Krishna should be worshipped, right? He will come to this understanding, right? His consciousness will change right away. So first shloka starts Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhuya iva Mahabaho Shanu me paramam vacha Yatte ham priyamannaya Vakshami hita kamyaya. Hare Krishna. Translation anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The Supreme Lord said, My dear friend, mighty armed Arjuna, listen again to my supreme word, which I shall impart to you for your benefit and which will give you great joy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he's saying that my dear friend Mighty Arjuna, listen again to my supreme word. Right? That's he's saying again, Shanu me paramam vacham, param vacham, my supreme word, not just a word, the supreme word, which I shall impart to you for your benefit, right? Your benefit, and which will give you great joy. Hare Krishna. Can anyone tell that what this picture depicts? Hare Krishna. This is basically, when Arjuna and Duryodhana is meeting. Can anyone tell the story regarding this meet? What happens when Arjuna and Duryodhana meets Krishna? So, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. And knows the story regarding when Duryodhana meets Arjuna meets Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So basically, both of them went to meet Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
First of all, Duryodhana went to meet Krishna, but he sat on the side of the Krishna where he was sleeping. But Arjuna went second time, then he sat on the foot side of, as you can see in the picture, it's foot
Mm.
side. So when Krishna opened his eyes, he immediately saw Arjuna and not the Duryodhana. So they both came to ask something. So Krishna told that I will give first chance to Arjuna, not to the Duryodhana, because he saw Arjuna first. So Arjuna told that Krishna gave him two options that you can choose me or either you can choose my what we call that Prabhuji Sena.
Army, Mataji. Army. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, army. So Arjuna chooses Krishna, of course, and Duryodhana was really happy, but he was showing that I did not get to choose Krishna, but he was happy that he chooses the army.
Right, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. So here basically, he says that Haribol Mataji was, rightly said all the story. And, he says basically, in the Krishna that, first he declares to Duryodhana and Arjuna that, I won't be lifting any weapon, right? So in this war. So Duryodhana, being witty, he said that since I came first, so you should give me, first chance. So Arjuna also said, okay, okay, Krishna, because Krishna was saying that since I saw Arjuna first, I gave him the first chance. But Duryodhana was like, I came first, so because he was not sitting at the leg side, and he was sitting beside. Because you see, the Lord is there himself. The supreme Lord himself is there, and you are also sitting above, right? So that is also not the etiquette is also not there, right? So that how to we are also like that only, right? We are also don't have any etiquettes, right? How to That's why we are here, right? We will make chaos if we reach there, right? So he is sitting there basically, right? And when he's like, and Arjuna, as a servant, as a eternal servitor of the Lord, as a his fundamental position, always worshipping Krishna, his friend, and the supreme Lord, he sit right beside his feet, his lotus feet, right, looking upon him, right? So that is the state of a devotee. That is the fundamental position of a devotee. That is the bhav of a devotee. That is the attitude of a devotee, right? So he says in this shloka also, which I shall impart to you for your benefit, right? He says it for your benefit. So he Arjuna says that Krishna, I want you to be on my side, right? So this will give him great joy, right? So if Krishna is on our side, he will give you great joy, right? So Lord Krishna asks us to listen carefully, as he will reveal more wonderful knowledge about his opulences, right? So chapter 7 was about, Lord's explained is different knowledge of the absolute, explain his different energies and how they are acting, right? The material modes of nature, prakritim vidhi me param. He says that there is one, one inferior energy of mind, acting in this nature, due to, and this margin energy, the living entity is, basically in connection with this inferior energy, are basically in this world, right? In contact of the inferior energy, are, basically in under the control of three modes of material nature, right? So in the ninth chapter, Lord again established his different energies to establish devotion and firm conviction, right? So absolute knowledge about the absolute one. Again and again, he is telling about himself, right? Chapter 10 gives more confidential knowledge of his specific opulences and his work, right? How to see him in this world, right? This is a beautiful chapter, right? Hearing, eagerness to hear as the qualification, right? There is hearing, that one must have anxious, one must be eager to listen to this, right? The discourses, because, in the ninth chapter, he is in the manmana bhava mat bhakto. So he is eager, he is more anxious. So discourses in the society of devotees can take place only among those who are really anxious to being Krishna conscious. As you all are anxious to know about Krishna, that's why we all are here to read about Bhagavad Gita. Because in this we learned about Krishna. We go to the Bhagavatam class in order to know about Krishna. So one devotee's attitude must be, he must be anxious, he must be eager, he must be enthusiastic, right? Then only Krishna will like you, right? Then will be Krishna will be pleased. Yes, he is enthusiastic. He really wants to come to me. He really wants to meet to me. He really wants to be joyful. He really wants to be always blissful, right? So if he sees that, then only he will choose you. Then only the mercy will be, the causeless mercy will be there, right? So just like the Arjuna's qualification, you are dear to me, right? 10.2 नामे विदुसुरा गणा प्रभावं न महर्षया अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षिणां च सर्वशः. Hare Krishna. Translation. Hare Krishna. Sadhana Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay. I will say, neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin, for in every respect I am the source of demigods and the sages, right? So here or his origin is appeared. He is not born like the material being. He is appeared. He has appeared. He comes to the heart and of the Devaki, then to the Vasudev, and then he is born from there. From there to he appears. Then he appears in front of Devaki and Vasudev, right? So either the host of demigods nor the great sages know my origin for. They don't know his origin, how he has come into being, right? Because he ajanma, he is everlasting, right? He is everlasting. He is abode himself. The Krishna is everlasting. He is from the beginning. He is himself the Kalosmi. He is himself the Kal. He is himself the time, right? So in every student, I am the source of the demigods and series. Everything is coming from him only, right? 10.3 Yo mam ajam anadim cha veti loka maheshwaram asamudha samartyeshu sarva padai parmuchyate. Hare Krishna. Translation, anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
He who knows me as the unborn, as the being beginless, as the supreme personality of all worlds, he, undiluted among men, is freed from all sins. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here he's saying that he who knows me unborn, ajanma, right? Ajanma, ajam, anadim cha, arajam, anadim. Anadim means beginningless. Veti lokameshwaram. He is Sarva Lokameshwar. Here also he is saying Veti Lokameshwaram as the supreme Lord of all worlds, right? Veti Lokameshwaram. Asammuda samatteshu, undiluted among men. Asammuda. Muda is the deluded person. Asammuda is the undiluted person. Samartyesu, among men. Martyesu means the mortal beings who will die, right? Who will die. So asumura samartyeshu, among men. Samartyeshu, the word dies, the men dies, right? Samartyeshu. Sarva papai pramuchyate, is free from all sins. Sarva papa, all the sins. Pramuchyate is freed. Pramuchyate, all the sins is. So what we need to do, that we need to get pure, right? We are chanting the names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We are getting purified and we want to get freed from all our sins. What we should know, that he is unborn, he has appeared, he is beginningless, he is a supreme Lord. Vetti Lokameshwara Asummuda Samarteshwara, undiluted among the men. He is undiluted among. He is not like us. He is Nirguna. He is above the three modes of material nature. He is transcendental to the three modes of material nature. We also need to become that. If we want to be transcendental to three modes of material nature, then we need to approach someone who is freed from all this, right? We need to approach a spiritual master. We need to approach a pure devotee, right? Then by that sadhu sangha we will get freed from all things, when we will get the mercy, and ultimately we will be freed from all things, right? So here he is stating, right, so he is a janma. So if we know these things, if we know these things, then what will happen? You will know that, we are who we are born of, from where we are coming, right? So 10.4, now he will talk about the opulences, right? बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः समः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावो भयं चाभ्यम् एव च अहिंसा समता तुष्टिस्तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावभूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विदः. So 10.9, 20.5, right? So intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone, right? So we see these qualities, whatever the qualities we see, the control of senses, it is all created by the Lord. Control of the mind, created by the Lord. So it can be controlled, right? So we can see that, okay, freedom from doubt and delusion, it is the quality, it is a part of quality of Krishna only. So it can be done, right? It is not like he himself is saying that, freedom from doubt and delusion, one can do that. So this quality is there. Forgiveness is a quality. Truthfulness is a quality. Knowledge, having knowledge is a quality. Intelligence is a quality. Control of the mind, happiness and distress. Happiness is there, distress is there. It is the part and parcel of this world, right? Birth, death, fear, right? It is part and parcel of the world. Fearlessness is also a quality. Non-violence, right? And equanimity, like satisfaction, austerity. These are all the part of this world, right? Fame and fame, all these qualities, various qualities of living beings are basically created by him, right? So we can see that who has created these, all these things, why it is there, because it is created by the world, by Krishna only. The fame and infamy, the birth, death, the charity, fame, austerity, equanimity, all these qualities by Krishna. So quality intelligence. What is intelligence? The power to analyze things in their proper perspective. If one is reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, if one is reading as a pure devotee has written, a bhakta has written Bhagavad Gita, then it's a proper book, right? If one has his interpretation of Bhagavad Gita, then it's all bogus. It's all bogus. It's all a lie. It's all just a cheating to the world, right? So one should write as a Gita. That's it, not Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is from the Lord. These things. So intelligence is the power to analyze things in their proper perspective. If we see things as it is, then only proper perspective. Which perspective it is? Because if Bhakta is not, if you first read Bhagavad Gita on your own, then your perspective will be only limited to the experience which you have now experienced till now, right? So suppose you go to buy some sweet, right? You go to buy some yeah, some daily soap, right? What happens, what things comes into your mind? Whatever the ads you have seen, whatever influence you have got from, so that is just your experience, that is just your influence. So perspective is your just build up perspective, right? So this one needs intelligence is what is the perspective to this, when which bhav one has, the Arjuna and Krishna is talking, in which bhav it is there. So perspective must be analyzed, right? That is the intelligence, right? What is knowledge? Knowing the distinction between matter and spirit. One who knows that you are not the body, you are the soul, that is knowledge, right? Academian only talks about matter, right? They are only, with the matter, because siddhis are like that. If there are various kinds of siddhis, right? One wants to suppose there is a siddhi of anima siddhi. Anima siddhi, the Ashta Siddhi, Lord Hanumanji had, right? The Ashta Siddhi he had, becoming small, very small, right? So we are also doing that, right? We are also, how we are doing that? There are various hills. We have made tunnels. So what we are doing? We are going passing through it. So those siddhis are all material, right? All material. You want to fly, okay, there is aeroplane. So these material siddhis, siddhis can be, automatically attained, by this world. It will be attained automatically. So these siddhis are just a weight, waste it is. So knowledge between matter and spirit. The distinction between matter and spirit. The third part, the freedom from doubt and delusion, asammu, right? Not more. Can be achieved only when acts without hesitation based on understanding transcendental philosophy. If one knows Shastra, if one knows the instructions from the Bhagavad Gita, if one knows the glories from the Bhagavatam, then you know what he will do. He will be acting as per the Shastra, right? Following the four regulative principles, right? Nothing should be accepted blindly, right? One should apply his mind, right? One should apply his mind. Don't just blindly follow the four regulative principles, chant properly, chant attentively, then you decide, then you will be free from doubt and delusion, right? So without hesitation, it will be there. And tolerance and forgiveness, shama, excuse the minor offenses of others, and one should be practiced to bear insult and dishonor from others, right? Because you know that who is doing that dishonor and insult, that is just the tamoguna, that is just the rajoguna, right? So it is one is acting under the three modes of material nature, right? Karta ham iti manate, because the basically the person in the three attached with the three modes of material nature, he thinks that he is the doer, but it is actually being carried out by three modes of material nature. So one should be tolerant and forgiving. One who knows this knowledge that he is not acting, one is not acting, basically the three modes of material modes are acting. Then he will, and then he will be forgiving. He will be have a tolerance attitude, right? He will bear insult and dishonor from others also. He will excuse the minor offenses of the others, right? Truthfulness. What is truthfulness? Facts presented as they are. Bhagavad Gita as it is for the benefit of others, right? We are the SCON charges only the printing cost of that book. The printing cost. It is not for it is not for like one is making profit out of it. This course is by the grace of Namanishas Prabhuji. It is free by the grace or by the mercy of the Guru Maharaj. His own is Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. It is free. This course is free, right? It is Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava. It's all free, right? It's all free. Nothing is being charged. Just the knowledge. In the today's world, it is the reverse. All the cosmetics things, all the material things, all these, outer body things are, the car and various things, are material things are there. It's all costing you something. Everything is costing, but the actual knowledge, the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, it is free. It is free, right? It is free, because this is the job of a brahmana, right? To preach the world that you are into the wrong place, that one needs to be, one's goal should be of self-realization, right? So truthfulness is facts presented as they are, right? So facts should be there, presented as they are, for the benefit of others. This will be of benefit, not the material things, right? Various things you buy, but the material happiness is only limited. But this happiness is all blissful, right? Not distort truth for some personal interest, right? Various Bhagavad Gita for business is there, various Gitas are like that. Control of senses, Tamaha. Senses should be not be used for unnecessary personal enjoyment, right? Control of the senses, this is the quality of Krishna. So if senses are for satisfying Krishna, then then senses can be controlled, because he is Rishikesha. He is the master of all the senses, right? But if you are used for using it for personal enjoyment, then you are in a great worry, right? So control of the mind, restrain the mind from unnecessary thoughts like money, right? The greed, lust, anger, and greed are the three gates to hell, right? So power of thought should be developed in association with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, right? So one thoughts will be, it is said that one who uh, whatever whatever sangha you have, you will behave like that, right? Because your mind basically, whatever thoughts you have, it is basically, it basically shapes you. Whatever thoughts one has having, it will shape your whole life, right? So the thoughts are very important, right? So one is having a guru sangha, one is having a sadhu sangha, one is having a shastra sangha, then only he will be able to control the mind. If you read other things, if you see other things, if you taste other things, if you hear other things, if you touch other things, your thoughts cannot be controlled, right? And it is all, then one will come to a dangerous situation. What is the dangerous situation? Falling down to the animal life, right? Falling down to the animal life. So one should not be in a position to go into, at least in the next life, to the animal propensity, because if one is going there, then you have no control, and coming back to the human life is very rare, right? Right. So happiness and distress, sukham dukkham, right? Always considered in relation to what is favorable or unfavorable to Krishna consciousness, right? Sukham dukkham should be only if you are suppose we are why should we ever dukkham, that we are not engaged directly engaged in the service of Krishna. Why should be happy that we are engaged in some service to the Krishna, whatever he has given, we should be blissful. So everything is favorable and unfavorable for Krishna, to Krishna consciousness. You should think that whatever activity I am doing, is it favorable to Krishna consciousness or it is unfavorable to Krishna consciousness, right? So this is the attitude of a devotee, right? That whatever you consider as favorable and unfavorable to the Krishna consciousness, right? So qualities discussed are, birth in 10.4 and 5, birth, and the ninth part is birth, bhava and abhava, right? For soul, there is no birth or death, right? So this one should know. And there's fearlessness, abhayam. Abhayam is, being not, having no fear, no fear. One will be knowing that you are not the body, you are the soul, then he will be fearless. And that, Lord is a protector and maintainer, he will be fearless, right? Non-violence, ahimsa, not do anything which could put others in misery, confusion, or distress, right? This is the non-violence, right? Not checking anyone's progressive life, right? If one is envying others, he has that position has been attained, given by the Krishna. So one should be happy that he should be there, and he is positioned there itself by the Krishna himself. You should be happy. One should be very happy. Whatever position one is getting, whatever things one is getting, you should be happy that yes, he's happy. It is bestowed by Krishna himself, right? And not doing anything which could put others in misery, right? The devotee's attitude is not put others life in misery, not put others life in confusion, not put others life in distress, right? It is the non-violence. This is practice of non-violence, not fighting and all. No, being not being, not doing all these things will lead to the non-violence, right? 12 by equanimity, samatha, right? Being equal to everyone. Satisfaction, tustis, right? We always satisfied, right? Austerity, whatever we have, with whatever we have. Austerity and penance, tapasa, right? What we do tapasya, we follow four regulative principle. We wake up early in the morning. That is also tapasya, right? And doing everything, because currently whatever situation is, we are doing it for the Lord, right? We don't have the, that much, that much shraddha, that much nishtha, right, with which we are doing, right? We don't have that. We don't have any pure devotees, and we're doing it because we trust our, our Guru Maharaj, we trust our the spiritual master, we trust Srila Prabhupada, we trust the Shastra, that yes, with this we will be reaching to Krishna, and gradually, at the right time, at the right place, with the right attitude we will reach. So we are doing it, the austerity and penance is there. By that, Krishna is pleased, and you get the spiritual mercy also, right? Charity, danam, is giving 15% of income to Krishna consciousness, right? The Rupa Goswami donated at the end of his, at the end of when he left the Mughal, as is a minister, he was there, and when he left the Mughals, then he donated his 50% to the Krishna consciousness, 50% of the income to Krishna consciousness, right? Then fame, yes, sir. A man is famous when he is known as a great devotee, right? So the Alfred Ford, he donated. He was told that you donate. Srila Prabhupada tells the Alfred Ford that that you become a big man. You have fame. You become famous, but as a devotee of the Lord. So he donated 500 crores to ISKCON Mayapur, right? So he became famous as a devotee of the Lord, right? The Ford, Alfred Ford, because the Srila Prabhupada told him, right? So become a famous as when he is known as a great devotee. So fame is only linked with should be the Krishna conscious mode with the Krishna. If one is a great devotee, then it is a fame. If one is not a great devotee, then what fame it is for? What fame it is for? Right? Nothing is fame because he's all attractive. Lord is all attractive. He's all the beauty he has, right? So he is all attractive. He has all the fame, right? 10.6 Maharshya Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manavasthatha Madbhava Manasha Pajata Yesham Loka Ima Prajaha. Hare Krishna. Translation. Hare Krishna. Okay, I will say the seven great sages, and before them the four other great sages, and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, the 14 Manus, and are born out of mind, and all creatures in these planets descend from them. Right. So everything is emanating from me. Is saying again the seven great sages, Saptarishi, the before them the four other great sages, right? The four Kumar Sankara, the sons of Brahma, the Manus, the 14 Manus are born out of my mind, right? And all of the creatures in these planets descend from them. Right? So they are the progenitor, right? The Parampitama, the father and of the grandfather, right? The 25 patriarchs of the living entities, the progenitors, the four Kumaras, right? The Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara are the sons of Brahma, right? Because the grandfather is Brahma, right? The Pitama, Parapitama, Prapitama is Krishna, right? The Pitama is the grandfather, which is Brahma, right? From him, the 25 patriarchs come, the four Kumaras come, and the seven sages, Saptarishis come, Kashyapa, Trivashita, Vashishta, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamadagni, Bharadwaja, right? And the 14 Manus, Swayambhuva, Swaruchisha, Uttama, Tamasa, Revata, Chakshusha, Vasvata. Our Manu is Vaivasvata. And Savarni, Daksha Savarni, Brahma Savarni, Dharma Savarni, Rudra Savarni, Deva Savarni, and Indra Savarni, right? These are all. So he is the, from him everything is coming, right? So it is like एतं विभूतिं योगं च मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः सो विकल्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः. He who knows in truth this glory and power of mind engages in unalloyed devotion and service. Of this there is no doubt. Hare Krishna. So in this he says that unalloyed. Unalloyed means not mixed. Yoga Mr. Bhakti is not saying. He is saying unalloyed. It should be not mixed with anything. Bhakti is bhakti. Devotional service, devotional service, unalloyed devotional service. It should be no nothing, no desire should be there. Because can anyone tell that this world, in this world, can we be desireless? Or anytime can we be desireless? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can we become desireless? Hare Krishna. Because unallowed devotional service is there. So can we become undesired? Okay. Mataji is saying something. Brahma Bhuta state. Hare Krishna. Brahma Bhuta stage is Matari, that is a different thing. Basically, I'm saying Brahma Bhuta state is also desiring for the Lord, also in the love of the God, right? So unalloyed devotion service is basically we at any time point of time now we will won't be any point of time we won't be desireless, right? There will be no point of there will be some desire, right? So it is better to have a desire the love of the God, right? The bhakta in this world they are at the Brahma Bhuta state. They are happy here only, but they have only one desire. They only want one thing, love of God. They are only cared with the love of God. So that is their desire, right? That is the highest desire. They only want Krishna Prema, right? Again and again in the morning, what is our goal? Krishna Prema, right? That is the desire, Mataji, right? So we need to have unalloyed devotion only come when only we will only have one desire, single point desire, only Krishna Prema. Currently, we are not at that level, Mataji, right? So we will end here. I need to take actually one more class start. Just. Any doubt on today's class? I will repeat this shloka again tomorrow, right? And then we'll start from the 8th shloka also. Hare Krishna. Any doubt on today's class? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay. Okay, so we'll end here. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णवन् की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय श्री कृष्ण. Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you everyone for coming. Tomorrow, I guess if my class, another class is not there, then Monday will be class.